Hey there. Now, what everyone should know about going pro in their lives, in their businesses, question, who are you showing up to? Who are you showing up as today, right now? Are you playing small and getting amateur results? Did you get out of bed and you were kind of like a little sleepy and a little unmotivated? It's Monday morning. You're like, oh, or are you showing up like a pro every minute of the day, like attracting and connecting and putting your value out there in the world? My name is Laura Chessington, and I am one of the co-founders of Offer Accelerator Live. We help coaches go from a traditional dollars per hour model to 6 and 7 figure businesses without working extra hours or any of that sleazy salesy selling, and just building an audience of connected clients and people that you want to hang out with. So the law of cause and effect states that everything you do has a reaction in the world. So if you show up like an amateur, you're going to get amateur results. And I think everybody can show up like an amateur and everybody can show up like a pro. And it's like paying attention to how you're turning up, how you're showing up every single day. Because amateurs are like, they're like, oh, you're putting things off, oh, do it later, do it later. They're waiting for like everything to be perfect before they kind of go out there and take some action and go live or make that phone call or connect with that client or whatever it is. Like, what are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Amateurs are waiting for perfection. Never happens. It never happens. Amateurs are waiting for opportunities to come their way. And there's a lovely saying by one of my friends who is, "Don't wait for opportunity, create it." And I love that, because then amateurs are waiting for everything to come into them. Amateurs are blaming others for business, their lifestyles, everything. And I think I don't know, one of the biggest realizations as an adult, maybe not all adults realize this, but actually one of the biggest realizations I think I had in my life was that I create everything. I create everything. I'm responsible for everything. Everything I do has an effect. And what I see in my external world is what I have created myself. Amateurs are blaming others for that, like their business isn't working and their lifestyle is, whatever the challenges are. And amateurs are expecting clients to come to them. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great if you just had to sit at home and like wait for everyone to come to you? I remember when sort of Google Ads first started, I remember like you could put the most rubbish ad in the world on Google Ads to a keyword, and it was so novel. People clicked on it, they'd ring you up, and they'd be like, "Hey, yeah," they'd be like, "Yeah, let's do business." It's very different now. It's very, very different now. So, and expecting clients to come to you just isn't ever going to happen. Amateurs are like procrastinating. That horrible word. I hate that word, procrastinate. I always think there are reasons behind the procrastination. Normally it's like confidence, maybe it's belief in yourself, whatever it is. Amateurs are procrastinating, and they're letting it stop them taking action. Now, if every action in the universe causes a reaction, and all of those kind of amateur actions is going to have a certain reaction, and generally that's kind of not what you want, right? But when you show up like a pro, when you show up like a pro, the kind of that action that you put out there, it causes a reaction, and it's like seismic, isn't it? It's like when you show up like a pro and you're like, yo, I'm going to do this today. This is cool. I'm going to connect with those people. I'm going to take that action. I'm going to make that sell. I'm going to ring that person up I've been trying not to do. I'm going to make that call, whatever it is. When you show up like a pro, things really start to happen. So pros are showing up every day. They're like facing their fears. They accepting no excuses, no excuses. Just because it's Monday morning or you had a long weekend or blah blah blah. That pros accept no excuses. Pros don't show off. Pros endure adversity. They do not accept failure or success. They don't take it personally. Pros are courageous and they live in the present. They live in the present. The list kind of goes on. So if you want to align with being a pro and you want to align with that kind of cause and effect, the law of cause and effect, then you've got to show up like a pro, right? You've got to show up. And every day there's sort of patterns, those I always talk about the villains in your head telling you, oh, put it off, do it later. Maybe you're not ready. Maybe you should do something else. Maybe blah, 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 blah. That villain sort of doubting you in the back of your head, telling you you're not good enough. You've got to break free. You've got to break free from that. You've got to make sure that every action that you take in the universe is a pro action starting today. Monday morning starting today. It may not be Monday morning when you're watching this, but whatever day it is, whatever time of the week it is, start today and go pro and show up like a pro and watch your success grow. Go pro, and I'll see you really soon.